Hi everyone, Jacques here, the Inspired Piper. I have missed you. It's been a crazy year, and I'm sure a ton of you out there can say the same, right? The last time I spoke from you was from Waterford, Ireland. If you recall, earlier this year, back at the end of February, my wife and I had moved there since I had a job opportunity. So we took the whole month of February, we went back to Canada, we sold everything, our furniture, our vehicles, pretty much everything we had, reduced everything, basically reduced our life down to about 30 boxes and moved to Ireland. It was exciting. We were gonna, travel to Europe and possibly even visit with some of our pipe smokers out in the UK. However, a couple of things happened. One being the pandemic, and two, just the work environment that I went into and the owner that I was working for, we just did not get along. For those who didn't follow the story, I'll post a link underneath the video here, that my blog entry that described that period. Enough said, we ended up coming back to Canada. We packed everything up, including all my pipes, all my tobaccos and tins, and there's always the sort of nervous anxiety of, will all my tobacco seller make it through customs, and it's going to cost me a fortune? Am I going to get stuff confiscated? As it turns out, everything made it no problem. Everything was packed in my boxes and I was fine. And so back in Canada, not only that, back in Quebec, where my wife are originally from, we'd been living in Alberta in Western Canada for about 6 years now, but we decided to come back. She wanted to be closer to family, which is fine. One thing, however, is we were originally from the Montreal area. We did not want to go back to Montreal and urban and suburbia, so we decided to come to an area of Quebec known as the Eastern Townships, which is about an hour and a half east of Montreal. As you can see, beautiful scenery, boreal forests, hills, and a few mountains, close to some ski centers, so looking forward to maybe getting back into skiing this year. Anyways, it's a beautiful environment. We don't regret it. We wish we could have stayed in Ireland and gotten to visit some of Europe, but who knows how long this pandemic is going to last. And there was also the economy out in Ireland, as everywhere else, a lot of companies were not hiring. I wish I could have found another role, but it didn't turn out that way. But here we are, and the one thing that has been on my mind in terms of pipe smoking these days is when I started a couple of years ago, I think like a lot of new pipe smokers, was very much attracted to aromatics. I was always looking for the most flavorful, the most aromatic tobacco I could find. I thought, initially, I think like a lot of new smokers, that's what pipe smoking is about. It's got to smell good, and it's got to taste good. Eventually, I kind of tried Virginias and vapors and non-aromatics and started really liking them. And I kind of really gravitated towards those, to the point where most of the time I'm not smoking aromatics anymore. Love Virginias, the Dunhill Flake or Peterson Flake now. I love the Orlick Golden Slice, one of my favorite ones. Early Morning Pipe, those kinds of things. Elizabethan Mixture, love those non-aromatics. However, I am finding that as the colors change, days get shorter, and the temperature gets colder, that I am a little bit coming back to aromatics. There are days it just feels good to pack your pipe with something a little more flavorful and sort of soul comforting. Specifically, I've been coming back to Thomas Blend, which is a beautiful maple aroma with a hint of vanilla, just a really nice pipe tobacco. Every time people walk by me and they smell it, they turn and oh wow, that smells so good. Another one of my staples when it comes to aromatics is the good old Hobbit's Weed. This is the mix from Four Noggins that I've always enjoyed and still do. Beautiful cherry flavor with a bit of chocolate, and so yeah, I find myself, as like I said, as the cooler temperatures come back, that I am drawn a little more to the aromatics. When it's hot, I don't find them that enjoyable. They're just too heavy, and that's why I think I kind of gravitated towards Virginias and vapors and those types of tobaccos. So I'm curious, are you guys experiencing the same? Do you kind of alternate? And to be fair, there's no right or wrong answer. I mean, I always laugh when somebody posts on one of the groups, hey, what's your favorite tobacco? Or what's the best tobacco for this? And there's no right answer. It all depends on your taste buds, man, and what you like. So, but still, here's the question. I'm curious if you do find yourself gravitating between non-aromatics and aromatics, depending on the season. Anyways, it's a crazy year, 2020. Hopefully it'll end soon. Hopefully 2021 will be much better. We'll all get over this and things will improve. Here in Quebec, we are well into this second wave now. Here in Quebec, I just saw the news now, almost 1,000 new infections today, 892 to be clear. So look, take care of yourself. This is not a joke. People are dying. People are getting sick. Take care of yourselves. Take care of others. Be safe. And talk later.